I was thinking, what if I was to do a live reading right now, what would it be? Just looking in the atmosphere and connecting anything to me speaking right now to whoever's listening. I was going to do an actual reading, but I got other things to do. But I still want to exercise my skills and ability. I see what's that? That's like a caution. But it's sitting to the side and it's dirty as hell. Nobody paid attention to the warning. Ooh, it's a red truck. That bitch. So I was thinking, what if I was to do a live reading right now, what would it be? Just looking in the atmosphere and connecting anything to me speaking right now to whoever's listening. I was going to do an actual reading, but I got other things to do. But I still want to exercise my skills and ability. I see what's that? That's like a caution. But it's sitting to the side and it's dirty as hell. Nobody paid attention to the warning. Ooh, it's a red truck. That bitch kind of clean and nice. Clean up that root chakra or anything that's in your obsessions. This type of shit that you just want to exaggerate and wallow in and you just obsess and overdo. You need to clean that up in the moment so that it can allow growth. Because that's going to allow you to grow. You know what I'm saying? What else we got in the atmosphere? Thoughts. The sky is cloudy right now. There's a lot of things that's altering. There's a lot of emotions that's altering the thought, or that could be potentially altering the thought mechanism, whether for the good or the wrong or the bad. We don't know because it ain't raining and the sun ain't out. It's just cloudy at the moment. Things are taking form. Hello. We got the color yellow sign right in front of me with some red writing on it. Yellow represents, it felt like you're free to express when I was looking at it from a distance, and it just, you're free to express, freedom to express within the root chakra. And if it's appropriate and if yourself is indecent and in order, like just in general, sometimes there's time to play, but there's still moderation that will allow that thing to be restored. Whatever you're playing in to be respectable. So all these things that and I always say are always in your aura all the time, and it's a part of how you just come across in the way you move, the way you smell, the way you articulate the things that you even talk about. It's going to be a part of all of your internal systems and deep mechanisms, especially that roots. That's where all things came from. It's a lot more comfortable to express yourself intentionally than to express and not realize until after how you may look or how you have came across or what you actually did in the moment that you weren't really paying attention to, because you shouldn't have to do. It shouldn't be something that you should have to hover over and make sure you stay on top of your shit as far as like when you relate and experience and communicate with other people. You shouldn't have to do all of that. You should be able to just express. But if those deeper internal things going on in your root chakras, the things that need to come into alignment, whether it be your fears, it be your insecurities, it don't matter, anything that's in that root chakra. What makes you not feel safe or feel safe? How easily can you feel safe? If these things are in order when they're expressed, whether they come from the root chakra or the asshole, it won't be disrespectful and come off as something that's not how life feels. Because if I have to take a shit and you have to take a shit, why not? Why I can't communicate with you about the digestive system? What's wrong with that? It's not talking about it in an inappropriate, unnecessary way. But I might want to talk about how your cycle is as far as you shit every day. I have those conversations. And what's wrong with it? But that's that root chakra energy. But, okay, what else we see in the atmosphere? What else? I should have did this on live. I might do this on live next time. hold, but I don't got no camera holder. What else I see? I'm tired of seeing yellow, orange, or green. I want to see something else. Ooh, let's look at the sky. Let's look at the clouds. Ooh, that's a hype ass. I just thought of an idea. Anyways, let's look at the clouds. Because the idea is for me to flip the camera, give me a phone holder and a microphone, and I could just go live and because all I do is ride anyway. I love to ride, and I could go live while I ride and read, and I don't have to read no goddamn cards. I like to multitask. So since I'm driving, I can't read cards in the moment. But there's other ways that you can do stuff. So I might still want to read. And everything that I see externally to me is a message. Not necessarily a message, but it's a visualization of the things that's in the unseen. You see? Anyways, but the clouds though, I wish I could see it. I was looking at an opening in the cloud. You know, it's just a little hole where, remember I was saying that the sky is gray. I'm gonna let you see the sky, but you can't really see the cloud that I'm talking about. It's over there. But it's over there. But oh, there you go. Y'all see it? I was looking in that hole, and it was an opening. So that's where some pressure gonna be relieved at, as far as a moment to breathe, or a moment of understanding and clarity, a moment of being able to like take some type of not control necessarily, but bring some type of order to these emotions and these this sex that's going on right now, because there's mental sex going on. When you see the clouds finna get ready to rain and it's gray, the sky is having sex in a way, I guess, because it's water and air. Air is masculine, water is feminine. So anyway, but it's mental sex going on in the moment too, as far as how you're calibrating and organizing what's next based on what you are experiencing, and understanding what you're experiencing, and knowing how things must still be processed through. Knowing how to it's a moment of that, and it ain't just a moment. That's the hole that's gonna allow the rest of everything to clear out. Because if you notice, the sky is actually clearing out right now. That little hole has gotten wider. I just want to try that. Slim wanted to try it. I might go live and do that sometime. Let's see if I got another message. We ain't reading off no church. I was finna read off the church, but just the fact that the church is over there and it caught my attention, I was finna read off of what I saw on the church. Let's just read the church. The fact that there's a church over there, other people's internal establishments, things that they have established as far as what they've accumulated, and how, whether, no matter how it looks to you, whether it is good or bad, but having to blend, and this may be the understanding that was needed to find clarity of, having to blend other people's ways that's on similar timing, not the ones that's not on your timing at all. I'm talking about the ones who are on similar timing, but still they come from different backgrounds, have had a whole lifetime without your existence to them, you know, and things may be even new to them, and they having to calibrate themselves, and vice versa, maybe new to you. You have, and when I say you, I'm not even talking about you as an individual necessarily, and I am though, but also when we look at just the overall changes and the connections they have formed, and how they are going to find harmony to flow, because that's where we're headed, more so than more destruction for the side of the collective that I'm referring to. At least I'm trying to find a parking spot. But yeah, what was I saying about that? Oh, the sex that's being had. Because when you have sex, eventually you have a production, or something is produced up out of that. That in itself is harmony. Whether it's a turd or whether it's a baby, you had enough system movement in your body and shifts happening to where you were able to pass into some other transformation. What the moon at right now? I don't even know. I ain't even checked the moon cycle. But whatever, y'all. I'm finna dip. Let me find a parking spot. Let me know if y'all like this, and if I should do this and actually like go live with it. And I'm not gonna be reading the comments, obviously, unless I stop. You know what I mean? Yeah, I probably will pull over sometime, go to the store and read the comments. Who knows? But just let me know if y'all like that. Bye.